I bought a Play Sega controller. We're gonna test it out. It's the first thing we gotta test it out with. Of course, Sega controller. It's a Sega controller. Why not? You hear that? This thing, when you shake it, feels like it's gonna fall the fuck apart. Alright, let's just test it with Sonic 2. Because I know this game like the back of my hand. Okay. So that button feels off. That fucking D-pad. D-pad feels a little off. These buttons do feel off. Like the C button. The C button makes a different noise. Hold on. Shut the fuck up, Sonic. The C button makes another noise. So this is the A button. B. C. Why does C make a different fucking noise? It has something to do with it being more pushed in. These noises are fucking annoying. This is loud. Like when you're like, say you're like, you hear that? That's a like when you're fucking building up speed in Sonic 2. That's annoying. Here's an example. Here's the Xbox One controller. See, that's loud, but it's not fucking, like that. Actually, let's grab the Super Nintendo controller real quick. Never mind. I actually don't know where my Super Nintendo controller is. But yeah, that's a weird fucking. Oh yeah, that fucking start button. I don't like that start button. The start button's mushy. I've never held a real Sega Saturn controller, but I bet it's way better than this. Okay, so let me actually tell you how I found this controller. I was on Sonic. I was learning information on a Sonic Flash game. I think it was Sonic Mega Collection Plus Mini. Yeah, Sonic Mega Collection Plus Mini. I was learning information about that old Sonic Flash game, and I learned it was on a website called Play Sega. So I was like, okay, what the fuck's Play Sega? And I saw they had a VIP thing. Oh, cool, what do they have on the VIP service? So they had a special controller, which is quite rare to find, but had many bootlegs. That's literally what it said. I don't know how fucking popular this controller must have been to get bootlegs. I think it was also like $20 or $50 for Play Sega Plus. And also I know it's really fucking hard to find this controller. I think there's an eBay listing that still has 4 of these left. And I think there's also an Amazon listing with only 1 of these. But yeah, yeah, I found that, and I was like, okay, that's cool. So I bought it off of eBay. My ship, it it was delayed by like 3 days. It was supposed to come on like 28th. It came today. But yeah, it's just a neat controller. All right, let's try it on a different emulator real quick. Let's see, let's try it on an NES emulator, because that's one of the ones I have already set up. That is if I know which one's my NES emulators. They both start with F. Can't blame me for getting confused. Let's just try Super Mario Brothers. I know how Super Mario Brothers feels. I know how Super Mario Brothers feel. I know how that game feels, so I should know what it's like playing with this controller. Let's see if it... That's fucking annoying, by the way. That's so loud. But yeah, let's try Super Mario Brothers. I think the Love ROMs one works, yeah. Of course the game's gonna be sped up. Let's actually use a correct version of the game. Let's use the one I play the most. The 25th anniversary one. Yeah. Let's see. How does this feel? Okay. Oh no. I have to press the button down hard, or else it doesn't connect with the pins. Like, you can't hear it. But it's one of those controllers where you have to be pressing down hard or else it doesn't work. I hate those types of controllers, by the way. There's probably I did do some testing with this before on Super Mario Brothers 3, and it took suspiciously longer to run. Yeah, I bet you will not be doing any like wall jumping with this shit, right? So I actually don't. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I bet wall jump is gonna be a bitch with this. Yeah, yeah, this is not fun to do. Doesn't help the fact that I'm not running. Okay, yeah, this controller is really fucking cheap. This is clearly something. It's like a nostalgia grabber, right? You bought this in like 2011. Yeah. This was sold in like 2011 on Play Sega. This is definitely one of those nostalgia grabber type things. This controller is not that good. It's not that good of a controller. But yeah, that fucking issue with the controller, that's annoying. But yeah, it's loud. It's loud. The buttons feel mushy. It's one of those controllers where you have to press down hard or else it doesn't work. The shoulder buttons feel incorrect, and the start button's like rubber, and the start button feels mushy as well. Oh yeah, the top also has that problem too. The top one has that problem too. Yeah, I think it has it worse though. I have this one to sit. Yeah, that's bad. I think there's a point that you could. I think there's a certain point you can have the controller at where it'll automatically mash the fucking button. But yeah. Yeah, the B button doesn't have it as bad, and I don't know about C buttons. But yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad for a fucking official Sega controller. But yeah. That's basically just testing out how this controller works. Like, this is not that good of a controller. It's fucking the shell. The shell's off. I can push the shell more in. Jesus. Yeah. That's the fucking. It's the Play Sega controller. Sounds like a fucking Tic Tac box. Yeah, this is a pretty bad controller. If you want a Sega Saturn controller, I don't know if they're Sega Saturn to PC converters, but use that. I think that's what it's supposed to be, right? I think this is supposed to be a Sega Saturn controller. I don't know. It might be a fucking 6-button Sega Genesis. Well, no, the Sega Genesis didn't have shoulder buttons. I think it is Sega Saturn. I don't fucking know. I have literally never seen a Sega Saturn in real life. I think that's what it's supposed to be, and I'm pretty sure the Sega Saturn doesn't usually have these types of problems. But yeah, besides that, it's decent enough. Like, you won't be playing some serious games with it. If you want a good controller, get like the fucking Wii U adapter and plug in both of those USBs and fucking play with a goddamn GameCube controller. But yeah, this is a pretty disappointing controller. I was expecting this to be way better. At least I have it. At least I have a fucking Palais Sega controller now.